enjoy the fun, chatting with interesting people while styling while we run. It's Kickin in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.
Buddha. Hello and welcome to Kickin Crocs.
Is this a spooky episode?
No, I just had to.
That's just the way that he said it.
Suck my breath in because my kidneys are exploding. So,
Hello and welcome to Kickin Crocs, the podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and Dave has kidney stones.
Oh, I hope.
no,
He doesn't
Don't
really.
say
He doesn't
that.
really.
Don't
He
say
why
doesn't
would you
really
curse
say
me
that.
like that?
I'm sorry. You're the ones complaining
Not
about
cool
it.
at all.
You're the ones complaining about it.
Wow.
Say that.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
you're in trouble.
Wow.
And remember, if it happens.
Oh yeah, no, I put the hex
Oh,
on.
I'll
me.
take
That's it.
100%.
Oh my god.
100%
Put
will
the
take
hex
it
on
from
me.
me.
You heard it here,
I
folks.
heard it.
Hey man, you're the one complaining about your back or something.
Oh,
Steve just
man.
put it in the ether now.
Wow, I know.
in the ether.
Why would you give that life? Why would you give that life?
Everyone has to suffer somehow.
Not through that. Oh.
I do every Wednesday night.
Kidney
For those,
stones?
for those of you that don't, he said everybody has to suffer. For those of you that don't know, every Wednesday Steve comes over.
Yeah, sure do.
The pain is real.
Pain
We
is
never
so
finished our
real.
intro, by the way.
It's so real. Oh, we did we?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Steve. 1/3 of Kickin Crocs.
Hold up. Okay, I'm Dave. 1/3 of Kickin the Crocs.
Nick, final third. Hello, everyone.
Oh, Nick, I see these cookies are 2 for $7. Where's the other box?
I said there's only one box here.
For the family.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I have it in the car. I'm never passing up on the 2 for 7.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
no,
You
you can't
when you
pass
see
up.
that.
We have some Entenmann's cookies here,
Never.
folks, so we're going to be enjoying those.
Oh, yeah. 2 for $7. Great deal. And I always take one home for the kiddos. Not always. Sometimes I drop them off here, but today I'm like, good job on the play today. So here's
I'm going to be honest.
cookies.
You know what always gets me?
What?
The ShopRite cookies. The ShopRite, like the gourmet cookies from ShopRite.
What
You guys
do
ever had?
what do you mean
Oh,
they get you?
They're so good.
Oh.
So every time I see them, I have to
Capture
get
his
them.
mind and his soul. He's like,
That's it. He
I have
bites
to have
into
them.
one and he's like, who
I gotta
needs a
have 'em.
girlfriend?
Yep.
I've got these amazing cookies. It's true.
I'm
Sometimes
sorry.
good food
Yeah,
could do it.
Listen,
So tonight I
capture
went
my
to
soul.
go see Matilda, my daughter's 8th grade play, and man, it was an interesting moment. She was doing the audio cues, and she looked like an adult. Like she was working, she was managing, she was talking on a headset, and it was a little moment. I had to sit back and like, wow, she is not.
my
no, this is on
girl.
the show notes. Why
Yeah.
are we talking about this?
It was really cool. It was, and you know, a memory just came up with us. I think I don't think you were on it, but it was you were in it. And with
Oh, I
Vanatelli,
see how it is.
And she was younger, and then I came to the show, and I'm like, I have that image in my head, and
Full-blown
now I'm
adult,
seeing
yeah.
it. I'm not ready. She's not a full blown
She's
adult.
gonna be in
but
high school. She's basically an adult.
Stop it.
I am sorry. She's
She's
basically
not.
an adult.
She's not. She's
no, she basically
14.
is.
She is definitely not.
Basically.
Legally, she could do nothing yet. She can't even really
Point.
work until she's 15. So.
Got a point.
But we are, she definitely did a great job and looked the part of an adult at the very least today.
Love it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
It's just that they were doing Matilda. Like every school around us is doing Jack and the Beanstalk. But I guess that's elementary. Well, no, yeah, elementary
Is
school.
that
So
Jack and
she's
the
in middle
I've
school.
never heard of that as a play.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
They did Beauty and the Beast last year. Phenomenal
As
show.
old as time.
Oh my God, please don't sing.
I thought you just said that we only get you
No.
at Christmas time.
So yeah, he did just say that. So what was the fun?
Surprise,
The fun Disney fact. So in the movie Hercules, when him and I don't know what the girl character is,
Meg.
and they're
love that
walking
movie.
in like a courtyard, and she like pinches
yes.
herself on the statue.
Yep.
They see a shooting star.
Yes.
The rumor is it wasn't a shooting star.
It was Aladdin.
It's Aladdin and Jasmine on the carpet ride because then they land in what seems to be the exact same courtyard.
That's true. You ever see the guy online that does?
Oh yeah, that's all.
Yes.
I know they
Yes.
linked Tarzan to Frozen.
They linked it all. It's all linked. It's all
Well,
interconnected.
there
universe.
Tarzan got
Tarzan's
linked.
parents.
No, but Frozen got linked to Tarzan and Little Mermaid because they said the
Yes.
ship could have either sunk in
shipwreck.
Little Mermaid
Yeah.
or they could have landed in the
It was
Tarzan.
both, according to what I heard.
No,
Oh, Shadow Half.
for what? What about Tangled?
Tangled?
Oh, they're in the movie. They're actually in the movie, right? Tangled is in the Frozen movie.
Where?
She's
Yeah,
in the
no,
audience
she's
at the coronation.
at the coronation.
She has with her hair cut
Yeah,
short.
it's in
She's
the
in the
coronation.
audience.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
go back
no,
and
it's
rewatch
there.
Frozen
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It was so fun.
How about Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in Little Mermaid? They're underwater in the audience when the king's coming in.
Yes, they are. fun.
That's actually really cool. How there's little stuff like that, and even those old movies.
Fun Disney
wow.
fact. You want another fun Disney fact?
I do. I love them.
They just paused all production on the live action Tangled after the Snow White debacle.
Yeah, you know why?
Yeah, because Snow White was terrible.
No, but you know why where they were going with Tangled.
No, I didn't
No.
know what their approach was going to be.
Is this something we can discuss?
I mean, they were Disney swapping the princess.
Say no more. Yeah.
Okay.
Say no more.
Apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, I don't know if it's a fact, but that was what was showing up online. I didn't do any real research into it, but apparently that was the conversation.
There you go again.
And they're like, we're not doing that. That's not working right now. Now, we
There you
saw,
go
you know what we
again.
watched the other day? Wicked. And great. I liked it. A lot of people complained about it. I liked it. Stop doing that. Stop leaving it on the edge.
It's not the edge.
It's on the
there's at
edge.
least a
For the
physical-
audio listeners, Nick is once again
It's touching it.
moving
Oh
Dave's
my
teacup
God.
away from the edge of the tray,
This is
even
why
though
he
Dave
thinks
is a
Isabel's not
full-grown
basically an
adult.
adult. Because he's like, I'm 42 years old.
'Cause even a full-grown
I won't even
adult
let me put my tea where I want to put my tea in my
Yeah.
house.
Oh,
It wasn't even hanging off. It was a fingertip. Like oh my God.
So,
Maron.
Maron. So I forgot what I was even saying now. I lost my train of thought.
We talking about
I don't
Tangled.
even know.
Yeah,
We're swapping it
We
out.
did
Talking about
all that.
Wicked?
We did. No, Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah. Really good play. And the movie was excellent. So if you have some, I mean, it's a long movie, but I thought it was really cool.
Well, I heard it was a long play too, so they had to really. I heard
The
they wanted
movie's
to
in
stick
2
as much to the
parts.
original.
Well, but you know,
It's only part 1
But
that's
you
out
know,
right
it was a
now.
book before it was anything else.
Really?
Yeah, the book's intense.
You know, it was a book.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah, yeah.
and then the book became.
I
a
didn't
play.
know that it was a 2-part.
It literally, as soon as you start the movie, it says part 1. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna have to.
And I don't know if part
So,
2
yeah.
is going to be like The Wizard of Oz.
Well, I thought the wizard was in part 1.
He is, but it's not officially the
Not called that yet.
he is, but in The Wizard of Oz he's established as well. But she just became established as the Wicked Witch
of the
at
West.
the end.
Yeah,
so
I know that.
there could the second movie could be like right before Dorothy gets in, and then she
Him
lands.
establishing his little facade of the big.
Oh, he's already
face
no.
stuff.
That's
Oh, he's already doing that.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
It's a cool.
I'll have to-
It's a cool.
I'll have to check it
film.
out.
Yeah. What's his name? Is the wizard
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, and he does a good job.
Jeff Goldblum's great in everything.
Jeff Goldblum is, and it's gotten to the point where he can literally just act like himself in
Yeah.
any role, and everyone's like, he's amazing.
But you know what's good?
He's like Ryan Reynolds.
What's good is he didn't do like the way he acted in Thor. In Ragnarok, which
Yeah,
I
Thor
thought
was
he
special,
was.
though.
I'm
The
like,
Grandmaster
please
was
don't be
special.
Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster
And he
was
did it.
special.
He actually did break it out a little bit. I don't want to mess anything up if you don't know the good story. It's good. It was worth
I'll
it.
add it to my list. I mean, so like some of the Disney stuff is like I'm excited to see the live action Lilo and Stitch, but also something just you don't have to make it live action. You just don't have to make it live action.
I felt like Lilo and Stitch is going to be fun, but
think
it's
so,
it's
too.
literally the exact same movie almost. Why did you have to do that? But it's
I
going to
did
be
not-
fun. It's going to be fun.
I don't mind them doing that for the classics as well.
Oh wait, I know where you're going with this.
I don't mind them doing it for the classics. Like
The
Beauty
big
and the
question
Beast.
is what? Why are they doing it for?
Well, why are they doing it for the ones that just came
Yeah,
out?
Moana.
Like Moana?
Like
Yeah.
Moana just came out.
Nobody understands that. They're like, oh, people want to see it.
Frozen came out before Moana did.
Well,
And they're not doing no
And
live action
and I
Frozen?
definitely
well,
don't want to see
tell
one
me,
right now.
tell me you don't have any more ideas without telling me you don't have any more ideas. Like,
Yeah, exactly. You're
stop
out.
it.
And,
Well, see, here's the thing: is they make it so hard for writers to break out into this industry. There are people in the world that have such good ideas, and unless you have a friend in the industry
this
to
is
put it in
Steve
front of
saying
people,
he's pitched ideas and got declined.
Yeah.
you're
There are
100%
people
right.
who have
There are
great
people
ideas.
who have great ideas that have been rejected or just looked over.
I mean, the biggest thing is they come out with the great animated movies, and they do. They're original. They're well done.
Even their newer ones are great.
They don't have to you don't have to make them live action after that. It's good.
No.
It's good. You can
Really
let it alone.
don't.
So we watched. I can't remember the name of it, but it was
Encanto.
the softball series.
Oh yes, that caused a lot of mixed controversy.
so
but yes,
it's fine. The show is good. Every episode is kind of like
it's from a different perspective of one of the players.
yeah. So every episode ends off because you're not seeing the full thing until the end.
Well,
So
the controversy was for other reasons.
no, I know the controversy, and I know we're not going over it here. But Nicole's like, "Oh, you see, this is where they made that change," because she knew already about.
Yeah.
She had read on it. So this is where they made that change. This is where I'm like, I know. I said, but they made enough adjustments where, whatever. Like you don't even notice it, but you do. Like you,
Yeah.
but you look at it doesn't negatively affect the story at all.
There was 2 trailers that just came out that I was like, all right, movies I'm going to see. They did a 5-minute extended Superman trailer.
I'm on the opposite end of this.
I'm
coin.
excited for it.
I'm getting less excited the more extended the trailers are getting.
Did
I
you
have
see the
watched
extended trailer? Did you watch the 5-6-minute one? That was great.
The one where he gets fully dragged in by
was
the dog, the
same
dog
one.
pounces on him.
So good.
I don't
so,
want to know
it was
anything.
So
I want to go into
good.
this knowing nothing.
I did not like
I want
that.
to
Oh
go
my
into this
God.
movie knowing
Yeah.
nothing.
So
I'm going into this movie
No.
with zero expectations.
Even
no
like
bad
they have this
expectations.
big, slow, dramatic. This is not
expectations.
ruining anything, but there's a
Okay.
big, slow, dramatic scene where he's punching through a glass, and the glass breaks, and it's like this thin, and I'm just like, who cares?
It's just
Like,
for
it
cinema.
didn't- I know, but you don't need.
But I feel
too
like
many slow
I feel like you're
motion
going so
scenes.
jaded into this. to
No, I'm
begin
not.
with.
I like Superman.
It
I'm
looks
not.
amazing.
What would have jaded me? I had no pre-notion
It
into
looks
this movie at all.
it looks amazing.
It's jading
Well,
me now.
That's the reason why I'm not looking at anything.
Well, do you know all the source material from it?
No, I look at
man.
it's a deeper Superman, meaning like it's later in his life. That's all I know.
No, but they're pulling primarily from All Star Superman.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So primarily it's coming from All Star Superman.
All right,
Which
interesting.
is a
take.
horrible series. No, I have no idea.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
kidding.
no.
Yeah.
All Star Superman is actually amazing. So they're pulling concepts from All Star Superman, but
Okay.
they're not doing
They made
All
an-
Star
they made
Superman.
an animated movie for that too, right?
Yes.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, you did. We watched it together.
Oh shoot, we did. I lose track.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
The comic All Star Superman is based All Star Super.
All
Listen.
Star
All
Superman.
Star Superman is about his last days.
Hmm.
But he's super powerful in his last. It's his last because he's so charged from the sun. That
Yeah.
he
Which is
does
not the notion that they're pitching in the
incredible feats.
movie.
But he got
fine.
the
No. But they pull
What was it?
scenes. They pull scenes from
The
All Star. I just don't like any of the
radiation
scenes.
so far. What you were saying?
he got the what's it, the radiation sickness or something? Like that's what it was, like from getting
What
supercharged by the
didn't you
sun.
like? We're gonna talk about this movie not on camera when Steve's not around.
No, go ahead. You could talk about it. Go ahead.
No, you said you don't want to.
I really don't. I don't want to go into it knowing anything. I want to go into it with.
Then-
So
then
that's
we're
can't-
gonna-
we can't
then we
talk
can't
about
talk
it
about
it.
when
Alright.
you're not around.
Okay.
But every scene was amazing. It really
I'm
was.
choosing to go into it with zero expectations
Not
because
really.
I don't want to have any good
Yeah, no, it was
expectations.
good.
No,
I
It
don't
was
want to have
good. I
any
don't
bad
like his father's
expectations.
character.
This way, I can go in with my own opinions, get ready
Why
for
is
it
it fat overweight guy?
without even getting anything spoiled for me.
He was
See
a
everything
fat
for the first
overweight
time.
guy in the original movies
No,
too.
he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Jonathan Kent was always like a rotund.
Yeah. He was a burly farmer guy.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh my God.
Whole show.
burly farmer
Whole
guy.
thing's
Oh,
wrong.
who do you want to be like in that grim Man of Steel when he was like, "I hate my son, don't use your powers."
No. Smallville.
Ugh.
The guy from Dukes of
Oh
Hazzard.
God, Smallville,
Excellent.
stop it. Worst
Excellent
Superman
actor.
show ever.
Best Superman show ever.
And
Oh,
here we are
never
again,
gonna
folks.
Agree on that.
We
We
someone
don't have
do
to
a
agree.
counter as to we've broken the streak of not talking about Smallville, but someone do a counter.
That's good. Yep.
How many
okay.
episodes?
Although I
did it
will
take
give you
us?
best Lex Luthor ever.
Without a doubt.
Hands down.
Fantastic.
How they have not continued to cast
I don't know,
Michael
man.
Rosenbaum.
I liked the
For everything.
animated. I like the animated Lex Luthor.
No. The animated Lex Luthor is the best.
You
Lex
can't
Luthor
throw
of
him
all
into
time.
live action.
But I'm
Yes,
talking
you
live
got-
action.
You
No,
100% can. Everybody compares the animated Batman to the live action Batmans.
No.
Yes, they 100% do.
They're good.
Everybody compares the live.
But,
Everybody keeps on saying
for live
the animated
action,
Batman
yes, he
is better
was
than the
easily
live
the
action
best,
Batman.
hands
Oh,
down. Lex
Rosenbaum
Luthor.
was the
Well,
best.
he's what made that show so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying the other characters weren't solid, but he made them work. Like he was that good. Like he put them to
He's
work.
also the voice of the Flash
He-
in all the Justice League cartoons.
Even the guy who was Lionel
Hey,
Luthor, I thought was
Bats.
excellent.
He was, yeah.
I think you dropped this.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was the voice actor for that.
Oh yeah, for the Flash. Oh yeah.
Cool.
He's,
That is
he's,
really
he's
cool.
actually a pretty nerdy guy too.
Oh yeah, I see.
He has a podcast that
podcast.
he
He does have a
does
podcast.
thing.
Yeah.
He looks so
Yeah,
different
yeah.
with hair. I didn't recognize him at first.
Yeah, I know it's weird.
He was in he was in a sorority movie.
with the hair, with his hair on. Yeah,
Oh,
see.
and there's no more like late '90s, early 2000s movie. It's there's 3 guys, but he's one of them, and they have to go they have to go into hiding for something. They're like frat brothers, but they have to go into hiding in a sorority, so they dress in drag. Oh, it's such an early 2000s movie. but
That
it's
actually sounds like an
hilarious.
interesting
Well,
concept.
dude, that's the American Pie era. You know.
Oh yeah,
that kind of
exactly. Terrible movie, but amazing
Stuff.
movie
Oh,
nonetheless.
that's so funny. Euro Trip, all those movies right around there. Did you watch any of those movies? American Pie, Euro Trip, none of those?
We have a
They're
whole-
great
we have
movies.
so many movies to watch them. We got to start martial arts wise first.
When
Yeah.
does Ninja Turtles come back to theaters? We need to set
I
that
think it
to
was
a calendar.
August. I think that was August.
We need to
the
go
anniversary.
put that in
I
the
don't want to
calendar.
pay to go see Ninja Turtles. I can put it on a big projector and we can watch it.
But no, he's never seen it. In,
Okay, he's never seen a million movies. I'm not going to pay to go see them all.
in the theater.
I will
I'll buy
pay
your
for
ticket.
you.
Oh my
We will
God.
pay for you. You need to
Oh
come
my
for this.
God.
This is a Kickin' and Crocs video. Stephen Atelli's going to come too. Ian wants to come too. We need to
It's
go.
the
We're doing
experience, man. What's wrong?
I've already
with
had
you?
the
You
experience
become such a
when it came out.
I want to experience it with my friends.
You
man.
become that guy where you're like, why am I going to go to the cinema if I can just watch it here?
The cinema?
You're going to be the
Yeah.
death of the movies. That's you. Ugh. The movies is
No, the death of the
experience.
movies is what's right behind your camera, which is the 72 to 120 inch TVs.
But-
That's the death.
Yeah, it
to
could
you.
be
No,
bigger.
but going to a movie is
could be.
going to a movie is still an experience.
It is.
It's nice.
It is.
Don't do this because I want to take my son to a movie
No,
at
it
least
is.
once
It
before it's gone.
It is. It really is. I take my kids to the movies still. I still go to the movies.
I'm going to be
sometimes.
honest. I have not been to the movies in a long. Last was at the movies when we see Deadpool. Actually, no, I'm sorry. After that, I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine with my older brother again. So
Last time I was at the
that's
last time I was at the
there.
movies
Are
was
they-
when you and I and my parents went
Went
to
to see Deadpool and Wolverine?
Are there already awkward? Are they already overkilling the new Avengers movie? This Doomsday thing? They showed this
Overkilling it?
line of characters, and I'm like, how many people are they going to put in this movie right off the bat?
Well, so you got to
There's
remember.
no build up to it.
No, Marvel's lost
No,
their
no,
way.
No, there's
that's
no
the problem.
build-up.
See, that's the problem.
The only
is that-
build up is Fantastic Four. That's not enough.
Well, we'll have to see what they do because they
Phase
pushed.
one, they had like they had 5 different main character
Yes.
build-ups.
Yes.
Here they're
And
just
that's
like,
where
here
they've
they all
gone wrong.
are.
So that's the thing is that's the reason why they pushed everything back. Like they pushed everything back because they wanted to rework everything. So hopefully they have
No,
some.
the
kind of
reason is
plan
because the
in
stuff they
place.
have
I have to
lately
say
is
though,
garbage.
No, I have to say though, I've been watching
rough.
Daredevil.
Love it.
So good.
Yeah, Reborn, fantastic. You watched the recent episode?
I'm one episode behind.
Damn it!
Don't tell me no.
I only
good.
watched.
Everything's good. It's
I only
so
watched.
good.
I only
but
watched
when the
episode
guy
1.
does. No, I'm just kidding. No. What?
I've only seen episode 1 so
You're
far.
so behind on everything.
the,
Catch up.
The reason is because I haven't watched Echo yet, and I'm just getting this vibe.
No, don't watch
You
it.
don't need
It
Echo.
had nothing
Yeah,
to
you
do with
don't need
anything.
Echo.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
There's
No,
one
no,
mention.
I'm watching it.
There's one brief mention of Echo,
And it doesn't tie
and
in
has
enough
nothing to
at
do with
all.
anything.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
what
not
about
good.
Punisher season 2? I haven't seen Punisher season 2.
You should probably watch season 2
Yeah,
of The Punisher.
fast.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Like tomorrow.
Then I'll
That
jump in
that
on
was
it.
amazing though. Season 2 of The
Tomorrow
Punisher
night
is
you're
really
watching.
good.
Yeah, I fell off
Yeah.
from it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
really
really
good.
love season
Really,
1.
really good. Well, you bring in
Punisher.
Kingpin in season 2.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
season 2 is
He
good.
is another. Talk about another villain character that
That guy that
sells the
plays him
show.
right now is very good. Michael D. I can't say his name.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, his. I mean, you ever see?
I was like,
have you ever seen
D'Onofrio,
Full Metal Jacket?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. It's a very intense military based movie. But even if you watch just the beginning with his scenes, the dialogue between him and the
I've
sergeant
seen,
are wild.
I've seen Vincent D'Onofrio in one of the whatever the Law and Order was.
I don't know so many of them, but
shit.
yes,
It's
I
so
heard he
good.
was
It's
good.
He was
so
in one. He was the main like.
But
guy
the way
in
they
Law
make
and
him look and how he plays is just fantastic. And
Perfect.
you really see. So you saw at the end of episode 2, they had that transition moment at the end of the episode with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they really do a nice job building him
I
there.
especially like that they've mentioned.
You
and
okay,
it's
Steve?
not a spoiler at all. No, it's not a spoiler at all. But they mentioned Spider-Man briefly. What he's going over.
And
the
then
list of-
when you see him in the background, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's not a spoiler at all.
That's not a spoiler at all.
I'm not going to pop at that now. I'm going to
No.
be watching it and be like, oh yeah, Dave mentioned that. Instead of being
no,
like,
no, it's not even a mention really. It's like a short like. You
All
talk
right.
about vigilantes.
reactions now.
It's actually, I think, in the first episode.
Can you
No
do me a
reactions.
favor? Can you either catch up or give us a list of the 900 things that we can never talk about until
It's actually
it's
in the
not even
isn't it in the
popular
first
anymore?
episode where he's just like all these vigilantes and he starts listing them off and then it was like White Tiger, blah
Yes.
blah blah,
I
a
don't know
guy
if
in a
he said-
spider.
Yeah, he says a guy in a spider outfit.
Yeah.
okay, so I did watch episode 1, so we can talk about this. How the heck did Bullseye survive that?
Because he was
Yeah.
infused. Did you see the final?
Yes, I did, but still,
No,
What?
okay. So
I didn't think that is going to
so
help him
Andrew and
someone
I.
getting his head.
So
cracked.
Andrew has
What-
used.
I don't remember what was he infused with again? I missed that.
Andrew and I
It
are.
was it adamantium? It was
So
something
Andrew
to
and I are
his spine.
big Daredevil fans.
Yeah.
Andrew is a bigger Daredevil fan for the comics. So we were talking about this, and He thinks at the end of remember they had him at the end of season 3.
No, yeah, they did
where
something
they
to
were-
him.
In
they were
Daredevil.
doing.
I thought I honestly
They were doing something to him. So in the comics, they infused in one of the comics. They infused Bullseye's entire spine.
He's still alive, right?
Yeah,
And they introduced adamantium in the new Captain America movie.
So they infused his
Oh, in Brave New World, I haven't seen that.
they
so they
discover.
didn't see
No,
it.
I just saw the trailer. In the
the
trailer,
trailer? I only watched
in the
one
trailer.
trailer.
If you watch the extended trailer, it's actually good.
See, I don't
not
watch
like the
extended
Superman
trailers.
one. They talk about they discovered the strongest. What's weird is they say the strongest metal on Earth.
It's not.
and they're saying adamantium, which in all
It's
the comics,
vibranium.
vibranium is stronger.
And they were
but
saying that
whatever.
even in the original the movies too.
And here's the thing: if they're introducing the X-Men, it's not. It can't be the first time they discovered it because Wolverine's already infused with it, unless they're bringing in
unless
a
they're doing it from the
earlier version of it. yeah.
But anyway, so in the comics, there's a comic where they infuse Bullseye's entire spinal column, like his spine,
Mm-hmm.
with adamantium. So getting pushed off a roof shouldn't really,
I was
Well,
more
he got
thinking
up.
the
Did he
fact-
get up?
No, he didn't
No,
get
he
up.
didn't get up.
He didn't get up, but he was alive. I was more thinking
He
the
was
fact that
because he heard
head,
his heartbeat. Yeah.
Yeah, but if maybe they did his skull and his
I was
spine.
like, how are you
So
alive?
you guys haven't watched. You haven't watched the last episode yet. You haven't
No.
watched yet last
No.
2 yet. But I'll tell you, the bad guys are a little bit too durable for me already.
That's what I'm saying.
No. But
Still even
wait,
more so.
wait for it.
Like I get it when it's
You
kids.
saw it a little bit in episode 2.
Well, that's just episode 2, like the bank heist one.
Yeah.
The guy is robbing the bank, like
No,
a little,
not
little
that
too,
guy.
little too
Yeah.
good at
Yeah, like he doing gymnastics or something. What the hell? Like a cartwheel or
Like,
aerial or
like,
something. Like,
Come on, because in the first three Daredevil ones, you like he was kicking everybody's butt.
Yeah, and-
Did you see the guy that plays the guy that played Danny Rand?
Yeah.
was like, just give me a expletive chance because he wants to. He's like, I want to play a better.
oh yeah, he said it
Iron Fist?
recently.
Recent, just
Because it was
last
horrible.
week.
But they
Yeah.
can't do to. Here's the thing though, what they're doing to Daredevil right now is what they did to Danny Rand in the first season of Iron Fist. They're making he has to hit a guy like 15 to 16 times to get on the ground. I'm like, you just threw a numchuck at his head.
Well, they kinda-
like knock the guy out.
They,
like
they
why is
kinda
it taking
did that.
so long?
No, they kind of did that in the original too. Like the fight scenes were not like
No, but if they
in
were
the original Netflix one.
yeah,
The
but
fight scenes were still a
these
little
guys
No,
bit.
he did.
are low level criminals he's dealing with. They should
I always go
down
back to the one
like that.
The one I always go back to this one fight scene in the original show because it was a continuous shot, and it was the one I think it was in season 1 where he was still wearing the black blindfold, where he goes into the thing they had kidnapped some politician's son, and he goes in and literally takes out all the guys inside the
Yeah, but he was constantly
building.
yeah.
He was constantly moving and stuff like that.
Daredevil.
Yes,
Yeah,
Daredevil.
but that's what I'm saying. They take that away.
But no.
so far.
I'm saying that these were just regular thugs, but there were ones that you saw him take down that would get back up and come back at him again. So the fight scene was still kind of like drawn out. So it's not like
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like
it's-
everybody
they're trying to make it a
similar to
little
what
more
Dave is
realistic.
saying. Like every scene has some guy that knows martial arts. Come on, like let it be a guy he's a bad guy.
YouTube is a
and
thing
the
in this
things
world.
he does are very bad. Now
They must have
do-
watched Kickin' and Crocs.
They do try to tie it back, and I don't want to ruin anything. So you'll see they try to tie it back, but I still think like at the level that like a Daredevil is or an Iron Fist, I don't care. You can't do any kind of traditional training only like we would do and still compete with one of those guys. They should be on a different level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Significantly different. One trained with a dragon and ripped his heart out, or so that's
He
way
didn't
different.
train. He fought.
Fought a dragon. Sorry, you're right.
The
You're
dang
right.
dragon.
Yeah. So and the other
Thank
one,
you, Iron Fist.
Yeah, and the other one is blind. He uses echolocation. So,
Oh, a little bit more than that. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even just
yeah.
the echo.
so what's funny is we've gotten into none of the topics you want to talk.
Nope, 0. It's been half an hour, I believe. Yep. So shall we get into those topics now, gentlemen?
I don't remember what they were.
Nintendo Direct, everybody.
Oh yeah, we watched
Nintendo Direct
Nintendo
just
Direct.
happened.
I tried my hardest.
Why don't you tell everybody what Nintendo Direct
So
is?
it's Nintendo directly talking to you. So it's a thing they do on YouTube. That's why it's called Nintendo Direct.
Thank you. Now moving on.
Because it comes directly from Nintendo and they show off new
But it's a YouTube site.
YouTube. Yeah, and they show off like new games, new products, things like that. So they did actually 2 Nintendo Directs in like 3 weeks. So they did them pretty quick together.
What did they unveil?
Well, the second one, the one we were going to talk about, I believe, was the
We're talking about the Marvel one, the side scroller beat 'em up.
that was a
Marvel
Nintendo Direct
game.
the week we talked about
Hey,
last
what is it
time.
called? Cosmic Invasion.
Yep. So the
I can't wait for that.
second Nintendo Direct was all about the Switch 2. And I tried so hard because I had sent in one of our group chats that the Nintendo Direct was going on. And then they showed off the new Mario Kart.
Wait. Oh, they showed off. Okay. Oh, they shut off.
No,
Okay,
they showed off the new
Okay.
Mario Kart World,
Okay.
which looks amazing. Why'd you
So
make that face?
no. I'm saying, of course it does, and now we have to commit to this thing to play.
It looks amazing, but as I was watching it, because I put it on the screen here, because I watch my son in the mornings, we were watching together, something happened, and I immediately regretted putting it into our group chat, and then somebody pointed it out even bigger. So let me explain. We play Mario Kart every Tuesday. There is something.
Nick doesn't anymore. He abandoned us.
There's
I did.
something, a course called Moo Moo Meadows.
It is our hallmark course.
Give us
No.
a song, Nick. Give
I
us
hate it.
another
I
verse.
hate it. I hate it.
Give us another verse. Come on, baby. You know what?
I hate it.
When you're driving through the grass and you're kicking some, it's Moo Moo Meadows.
I hate it so much. So,
Remember when I used to use the moos to bleep out the
exactly.
bad
so
words?
we have to play this course. We play it way too much. So anyway,
The Moo Moo Coalition.
We don't play it enough.
so here's what
Never
happens.
enough.
So here's what happens. Okay. The Shadow Haver said
I
she's
can't.
kicked-
I'm the founder or
So
co-founder.
the Shadow Haver said that Nick is kicked out because he doesn't play
I
on
have to
Tuesdays
vote
anymore.
myself out, and I
But,
denied doing that. So
So let me explain.
Explain.
As they're showing off the new features like grinding on two wheels, so you put the car up on
okay.
two wheels and wall driving, and then grinding up on two wheels coming towards the camera is one of the cows from Moo Moo Meadows as a playable character in a cart.
you just sold a Switch 2. You telling me?
And I'm like, oh man, maybe Steve didn't see that. And then Dan Schwinney
I posted it.
posts a screen cap of the exact moment with that stupid cow in the Mario Kart 8
Dare
chat that
call
we
the
have.
cow stupid.
And I'm like, oh no, I was trying to keep Steve from
That
seeing
cow
that.
provides you with food
Yeah.
and milk.
You should put that in the scene if you have time. If not, no
I
big
know.
deal.
I'll put it up there.
So yeah.
3, 2, 1. That cow.
But the game looks amazing. The game looks really good, and they got some cool features on it too.
Wow.
They got some cool features, like they have an exploration mode where you can just drive around, like you don't do in a
that's
race.
like
course, you
open-
just
yeah,
drive
like
like an
open
world
track.
driving.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That actually is really cool.
That I feel like we were waiting for that. Like they needed that.
Yes.
Up
New
to
courses
24 players racing at the same time.
in the room, like when we're on the when we're
No,
standing
no,
on the
not
planet.
in the room.
What?
Oh yeah, in the
When we're
room,
standing on the
not
planet.
couch co-op.
yeah, when
Yeah.
we're standing on the planet. Yeah.
Wow. That's a
So
lot.
you get a race with 24
What is it
people
right now?
racing.
What's the total?
12.
So
I think it's half that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, what Dave is saying is we need to recruit some new people here because
I mean, it really looks good,
Isabella
but
was super
we need to make
excited.
a comeback.
I'm not saying I'm gonna. I'm telling you right off the bat. I'm definitely not doing it every Tuesday or Thursday. but
come on,
I
gotta do a
can
little
come in maybe like once a month.
Do it. Come on. And if you don't have a Switch 2, look, you just come over, right? You just
That's
come
gonna be the
over.
biggest problem.
Well,
not
yeah, it's
having a Switch
$450. $500 if you get the bundle, but games are up to $80 now. So like that Mario Kart game's gonna be $80.
No. If you buy the bundle, it goes from $450 to $499. So it's worth it getting the
500.
bundle.
Yeah, no, that's what I just said. It's $450 or $500.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
it's
worth
rounding
the
up.
bundle for
It's worth the bundle
initial.
because the game is $80.
And here's the thing: you can use your Switch controllers to play. It is compatible.
But and it's also backwards compatible with most Switch games.
yeah, I said that. Yeah, you're right. I did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, again, it's no different than what PlayStation and Xbox are doing. Like the Xbox X, we can use all our old controllers. We can play almost all of our old games.
Yeah, but the Xbox is going away. They're not making another system.
I know. I heard.
So-
But it doesn't matter. I'm playing the system I have right now. That's all. And Luca loves it. It's his system. It's so funny because I'll ask him if I can download a game, and he's like, "It's yours." I'm asking you. It's not my system. It's not our system. It's your system.
That's a good way of teaching him ownership. and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
want
that.
him to feel like I got my first like me only system, which was the Genesis around his age. It was like 13 or whatever it may be. I'm like, this is your system.
I was a little
And,
younger than
He's like, Dad, you can do
13.
whatever you want. I'm like, I
First
appreciate
system.
it.
My
What?
sister and I had to.
Said I was a little younger than 13 when
My
I got
sister and
my
I
first
had to
system.
share.
Well, we had a Nintendo, but it was like the family.
Well, that was my
system,
sister and I had to share the Nintendo
Yeah.
when we got that for Christmas.
Yeah, we had the
And then
Nintendo.
Sega Genesis was, I would say, mine. It was mine, But like, I feel like my sister still. No, it was mainly mine. But the PlayStation is really when I came into my sister basically stopped gaming at that point. But the PlayStation was all mine.
Well,
Like, the Genesis
PlayStation was the
mine.
first system I bought on my own. Like, because my parents bought me Genesis, and then when Nicole and I were, moved out, I bought myself a PlayStation. But I bought it from a friend of mine, so he had hacked it, and then he
Oh, yeah, one of those.
Yep. So he had burnt me like, oh my god, 50 games. So he gave me the PlayStation and 50 games, and he had already put the chip in so I could play. I was like, sweet, thank you.
remember that was a
it was
thing.
cool. Yeah, it was a big thing for the
for a
PlayStation
little
1
bit.
and 2. Not after that though. I didn't have anybody.
But I do like the look of the Nintendo Switch. You know what's disappointing though? The battery life is not.
When you
This is-
make it portable, is what you're saying.
When you make it portable, the battery life is a little bit
the
less.
problem.
Than
Is that what
the,
they're saying?
Make it portable
it's a
anyways.
little bit less than the current Switch.
Well, because they're dragging that huge screen.
Yeah,
I know. And more processing power and more.
yeah.
So the battery is a little bit less than the original.
So for those of you
Switch.
that like to walk away with it, are they going to do the 2 versions again?
Oh, you know what annoys me too? Getting into that, like you're just saying, that big screen, not OLED.
What? So you kill your eyes, and it's not going to look as
It's
good.
not OLED. So, which makes me believe that they're going to do
Like 2 versions.
well because there's Nintendo Switch and there's
So
Nintendo
you're not going to
Switch.
get 4K out of it.
There's
then.
Nintendo. No, you can't do 4K.
Oh.
No, OLED just means the type of screen. You still get 4K non-OLED.
Hmm.
But right now they had the Nintendo Switch, and then a little bit after Nintendo Switch came Nintendo Switch OLED and Nintendo Switch Lite. So right now there's no Switch 2 Lite and there's no Switch 2 OLED.
The light is
But-
the one where it's attached.
Right.
See, I don't like that one because if the controllers go on the Switch, if the controller goes in the light, you're stuck.
Well, they supposedly rebuilt the Switch 2 controller, so that's not going to happen. But either which way,
Someone will find a way to
Either
break
which
it.
way, that means they're probably going to come out with an OLED version and charge you more
My
for
sister has the light and she really likes it, but I just don't
it.
like.
Ian and Melinda have the light.
I don't like that you can't take the controllers off because again, if you break any piece of the controller, it's connected to the light.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you don't dock the light either. When you buy it, it doesn't come with a dock. It doesn't
No.
come with a.
Nope.
It's literally
That's the
just
point.
a portable.
Yeah, it's smaller in this.
So Ian and Melinda.
It's not smaller.
It's a little bit
No,
smaller.
it's
Is it?
smaller than the OLED. It's the same size as the original Switch.
Oh, it is. Okay, so I thought. Okay.
Ian and Melinda have a regular Switch. Or
Yeah.
I think they have the OLED and then they have the light. So that's how when they play Mario Kart, one plays on the TV and one plays on the light.
Got it.
Or
Okay,
they'll
that
both
makes
play in
sense.
their individual consoles.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
I prefer having it on a bigger screen
Me
personally.
too. Me too. I even bought the wires so I can hook it up to the TV downstairs.
I have two, but I want to get the original dock for my bedroom because I do have the wire where you attach. But it's so much easier to just have a dock. You just plop. Put it in.
I mean, I just leave the wire there. Just plug it in. Bloop.
Well, it depends on well, you have the dock upstairs in your upstairs
Yeah,
TV,
the dock
right?
is because that's where they kids play.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So they
every
need
once
it
in a
up there.
while, I'd bring it downstairs and
you go, yeah.
if the
Well,
kids
you used to
want
play
it.
What are you gonna play
Kart.
Mario Kart with
You
us,
used to play Kart.
That was downstairs. Yeah.
Oh, I can't commit to every Tuesday. What are you doing? Staying up playing other games. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, probably. It's possible. Or working or hanging out with my family or doing whatever.
They're in bed.
Or
Hanging
sleeping
out with
nowadays.
your
Yeah.
family?
He's not-
No,
they're
playing
in
cards,
bed.
hanging
no,
out
no.
with your family.
It has been sleeping.
No, good. Good for you. That must be
9:45.
nice.
I'm done. It's not nice. It's just I'm getting up at 5:30
Wait, say
with
that time
Izzy.
again. Say that time again.
9:45. Yeah. 9:45. Why?
What
That's when you guys start.
What else was on our topic list?
Your discomfort mode.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's something else.
There was something else.
Discomfort.
Oh.
mode.
You got it. Go ahead.
Jordans. What's your problem?
Oh. Yeah, I saw that posted today, and then we shared. Like I sent
What's
the
your
post
problem,
to you guys,
Nike
and
Jordans?
Steve put it up on our Instagram. Michael Jordan, Air Jordans are making basically a Croc, and they're just throwing a Jordan
no.
jump.
It absolutely is a Croc. It 100%
and let's
is
just
a
put the
Croc.
jump guy on it. It's like the
100%
third,
Picture.
I can put it on the screen.
Show the
Ready?
picture.
3, 2, 1.
and it's like the third company to do that. By the way,
Look at this.
They posted 2 more Livy Dunn pictures. I gotta get my Livy Dunn pictures going.
Joe Copenhaver's asking.
Let's go. I'll get upside down on this couch
Joe,
right now.
are you listening? Actually,
I
no.
have
Joe's
not
not
had
listening
enough tea to be ready for that yet
I
today.
will.
yet. Joe was asking. Joe was asking.
Do it.
Where's the
Yeah, you
pictures? I
said
haven't
you were
seen
gonna do
the
it
pictures
two-
yet.
two-
Let's
shows,
go.
3 shows
Let's
ago.
go. I actually saved the 2 Livy Dunn pictures because they were just in the story. I'm like, I can recreate
Kelsey
these.
finds them. What are these?
Listen,
Oh,
we
stop
can
it.
green screen you in to some of
We
those
can.
pictures. I've got
Yeah,
the green
we
screen.
100%
No,
have.
we just do it side by side. Who did it better?
Please don't do this.
No. Who
No,
done?
do side by
Who done it better?
Who done it better?
Who done it better?
That's it.
Do you any?
It's done.
Who done it better?
It's
Wow.
So
Dave or
okay,
Dust.
there's
Who
that.
done it better?
So yeah, like what the heck is this? I just put it up on the screen. You guys all saw it, and if you're listening on audio only, it was on our Instagram story, but you should go take a look at it. And this isn't the only company that's doing this. There is Adidas
Multiple companies now.
Converse. Remember a while back? Remember about a year ago we did the
Yeah,
episode about
they're all
Converse.
doing it.
They're all doing it, and you know what? We don't like it.
And I said
We don't
to
appreciate
one of the students, Johnny, who loves his Jordans. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to get me a pair of those." I'm like, "Don't you dare!" What's that?
Where'd you send it?
It was on our Instagram
It was
story,
on
but
our
it's gone
Instagram, but
now.
I
It's gone now.
messaged you guys
It's
on
gone
Instagram.
now.
It's there.
Okay.
I messaged everybody individually.
It's gone. It's gone now, Nick. At this
No,
point,
but it would be in the message I sent him.
I just
Oh,
want to look at it again and talk towards like the specifics of the
Do you
design.
have the microphone by your mouth while talking?
Yeah, I just want to talk towards the specifics of the design again.
No. All you need to do is think of a
The
croc.
specific design is it's a croc.
It's a croc. It literally is a croc.
It's
it has
so
gibbet
it's literally a
holes.
croc where the inside
It's
heel
less gibbet holes. It looks
looks
like.
leathery with the Jordan
Keep
symbol.
swiping sideways.
It's the same thing. It's legit.
These
the
look
same
like
thing.
cheap Crocs.
Right.
They
Yeah,
don't
they
even
look like
They're
good.
like the
frocks.
worst
They are
frocks.
What was it? We
They're
said
designer frocks.
Designer frocks.
That's
But
what-
they're
that's what
not
they came
even
up with.
designer. They look cheap. Oh, look at the back though. It's Velcro.
Ooh, it's got the Velcro.
Oh, there's Velcro. There's Velcro with some Crocs too.
First of all, I can list off some Crocs that have Velcro back like
yeah,
that.
100%.
No, I'm not a fan of the Velcro. I'm saying I'm like they went with Velcro in the back instead of. I feel like that'll get messed up, especially if you're going on the beach or on the water.
Well, everybody keeps on coming out. All these different companies are coming out with their
I don't like it.
recovery
And they're still
Crocs.
trying. They're still trying to like ban Crocs in schools because that. And then they're
Oh, if they let kids wear these instead, I
Ooh, they're
will start
Nikes.
an uproar.
It's not a brand thing. It's supposed to be because of the shoe
less- no
itself.
ankle support, yeah.
So it should be you can't wear anything Croc-like. So it'll be interesting to see how they write
Clogs,
it. in
yeah,
the-
exactly.
Yeah, how they write it in the notes. If the schools start going that direction,
well, people are
like how they're going to write
people
it.
get into the clog.
Well, let's be honest
Because
now.
clogs are
What
popular.
school teacher?
Yeah.
What school teacher is going to look at those and know the difference? Like really, when you glance at them, how are you going to tell?
Oh,
like,
they don't know
those
the
aren't
difference.
Crocs. Those are Jordans instead. Like no. They're just going to see
I can
the kid
look.
wearing
I
the
can
thing
look
that's
at,
banned. That's
I
what
can
they're
look
gonna say.
immediately.
You're right.
I can look immediately
Which,
in the
first of all,
pair
is a
and
whole
know if
thing
they're
of itself.
frocks or Crocs or. But like, so sometimes we'll have kids come into the dojo, and they'll be like, "Master Dave, look at my new Crocs," and they're frocks, and I don't say anything.
you're like,
I'm like, "Oh my god, those are awesome! High five!"
Great
But
shoes.
I don't want to crush their souls
Yeah, great shoes.
or make their
kid.
parents look bad.
I know.
Yeah, because they probably bought it because they're
Listen,
cheaper.
And you know what? We have 'em in the mix. You have
oh
'em?
no,
I have
no.
'em.
With how fast
have a
kids'
pair.
feet grow,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Crocs can get expensive.
Yes,
uh,
100%.
They're expensive.
Yes,
I
they are getting to
understand.
that point
I
now, they're all popular.
understand the need for frocks. I understand. it.
Totally. There's a
They
there's a
are
market
to
for
have
it.
a pink pair that you can dance at weddings in. That is the 100% the reason why. If you don't understand the reference,
There
you should watch
is-
our
Also,
episode.
did
a
anybody
market
get
for
the
it.
message? I sent it to Kelsey. I think I sent it to you, or yes, I sent
Remind
it
me,
to you.
you sent me a couple stuff recently.
The Goku suit.
Oh,
Suit?
you did send me that. You did.
Oh, you didn't send me? How dare you?
I
did
sent it to
send me
Kelsey.
that.
The
She
shadow
wants
half
that
just
to
went.
be,
The shadow half just went. Oh yeah. So at our boss's wedding, our boss's daughter's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Our boss's daughter's wedding. I said I'm going to wear this suit.
Did you tell
it
him
is-
yet? Did you tell Master Paul yet?
No,
Wow, I love the handkerchief. The
handkerchief is the dragon for dragon.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Only if in your pocket you play the music when you walk in.
no, I got to wear that beanie cap that looks like Goku's hair.
Oh no!
With it, right? Yeah. exactly,
yeah.
That's fun. Does it have it really?
You never seen the beanie
never
cap?
seen the
that
beanie
looks
cap?
like-
Show
So
me the beanie
Scott
cap.
sent it, but I've seen it before.
All right, putting both pictures on the screen right now.
Well, you have a lot of
3,
pictures.
2, 1.
Scott sent it, but I've seen it before.
Still looking.
We do. We have. So, yeah, I do have a lot of pictures I got to put up today, but that's okay. I'll make it happen. Isn't that so funny?
That is
Now picture
funny.
him wearing that with that suit, though. Wouldn't that look so cool?
You're the only one that can pull it off.
Now, what I need to
You
find.
could do it. You could do it.
No. What I need to find now is a Vegeta one, and then I need to
Yeah.
get Vegeta. They keep, speaking of Vegeta, the Vegeta Echoes, they're always sold out in my size.
Let me tell
can't
you,
get them.
super funny. We're watching GT, and Luca can't get enough of the mustache, even though it's only in for like 2
It's so
episodes.
funny.
It's 2 episodes,
so
and Luca's
funny,
like,
man.
no one's stronger than Vegeta mustache, though. It just
So
it's the
funny.
ultimate form.
And then, did you get to the point where he shaves it yet?
Nobody notices.
notice something?
Yeah, Go 10 is going on a date, so he definitely doesn't notice anything. And Chi-Chi's like,
Huh?
I don't know.
Was it Ian? Yeah, somebody was just saying. One of the students was just saying like, I would make a good like. They wanted me to be Vegeta, and I was like, no. I said, clearly not. But then it hit me. If we did Halloween costumes that were Dragon Ball, I said, yeah, no, actually, I would make Vinatelli Nappa, and I would go as Vegeta.
That would be hilarious.
And he's like, and
You take
so,
Vegeta from me.
but Vinatelli does not know Dragon
Ball.
Ball or Dragon Ball Z. So he's like, who's that? I was like, well, it's this really big guy, and then the little guy is way more powerful than him.
You're like,
he's
it's
really the guy in
it's
charge.
realistic.
So like, we're really fitting the bill there. And he's like,
Oh,
wait,
God.
what?
You guys are too funny. I like that. I like that.
would be
Yeah,
funny,
it's so
but-
funny. Luca's
No,
like, what
I
is
would definitely have to be like a Krillin. I'll put the dots on. And,
Luca goes, what is
he's Master
G?
Brilliant.
I would love to be. Luca goes, what is GT stand for? I'm like, great tragedy, buddy, because it was.
Don't tell that to Mike Shannon.
Well, he loves.
He
GT.
loves GT.
No, but I'll tell you the episodes before it not that anybody cares on the show right now.
There's
When
some
it
people.
here's another tangent again. Before it gets to the baby arc, it's horrendous. Horrible. Not even close. Nothing to follow at all. It's like they lead the series with fillers. Like, how do you start the series of fillers? It's horrible. And I mean, to the point where I blanked all those episodes out of my mind. Like, when were these here?
Did you start
I don't remember
watching,
any of them.
Did you start watching Solo Leveling yet?
No.
Oh, come on, man. Do Solo Leveling.
Sorry. Yep. I'm
We're at the
behind.
anime portion of the episode.
You got
everybody.
me.
I gotta go back to Solo Leveling.
You
Okay,
got
so so we're in discomfort mode now?
You so ready?
That was pretty much. That
it's
was
time for discomfort zone. Go.
Zone. Discomfort
Zone.
zone.
The zone.
No, it's discomfort mode.
All right, we can do mode.
What's mode?
Discomfort. It
It was
is.
mode.
It has been. It
It was
has been.
mode.
No,
It
it
was
has been.
mode.
It has
Don't
been.
be changing
Because comfort mode.
Discomfort mode.
So
I get it.
discomfort mode.
I got it. All right, go. Discomfort mode.
I'm
Make
gonna
it
have a
happen.
cookie first. So I have a shoulder thing going on.
Yeah, you have
Yes.
two shoulders.
Yes, both of your shoulders are awful, and
One's worse
one
than
was
the
a
other.
frozen.
Not bad these days.
One was a frozen shoulder. To those of you guys that know what that is, if you don't, you can Google it. And then your other shoulder now potentially has a tear.
Oh,
Potentially.
you went on Monday, right?
He did not.
Nah,
What happened?
we're about
I
to
did,
get into this.
but I did not.
Is that what this is about?
We're about to get into this. I know
Let's
this.
get into
I know this whole story already, but you do not.
I don't know at all.
get into
I
it.
told him.
All right.
You need to tell Nick this on
So
the
the
podcast.
lead-in from our last podcast was that a friend of ours got you a visit on Monday.
But
That's
I
all
already
I
had an
know.
appointment. But I already had an appointment.
But for later on.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a month out.
So
Yes.
I show up like a diligent person, a couple minutes early for my appointment. I go up to the front and I'm like, "Hey, I'm here for my appointment." She's like, "Great. There'll be a copay." I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Yep. No surprise there."
Just like all the time.
And then she's like, "And your referral." And I said, "I don't have a referral." And she's like, "You need a referral." I said, "I didn't have a referral last time. Give me a minute. There shouldn't be a problem. She starts
You've
saying,
already seen me.
in 2023.
Still.
Doesn't matter.
So she's like,
Unless he changed insurances, which you haven't.
so she says, "It shouldn't be a problem. Give me a minute." She makes a phone call. She comes back and she's like, "You need a referral. We can't see you." I was like, "What?" I said, "I didn't have a referral the last time I did this." And then she does her little clickety clack on the keys and like, "No, you had a referral the last time." I said, "No, I didn't. Who's my referral from?" And she reads off the name of a doctor that I've never seen in my life.
You're like, and that is who?
I've never met that person.
I mean, if you want to
Okay,
give me another
so-
one
no,
by
so it gets-
anonymous
so-
doctors,
so-
Oh yeah, you're right. Totally.
So
they
she's
gave
like-
me a referral for this.
So she's
time,
like,
too.
she's like,
check
well,
your files. It's there.
she's like, well, who's this primary that's listed on your card? Now, if you do not have a primary, so in 2022 we switched insurances. At which point my primary that I was using was no longer network, so I had to get a new primary. So they automatically assigned you a primary. This is how you know insurance is crackerjack on point. So she's like, well, there's a primary on your card there. I said, "Oh yes, do you know who that is?" And she's like, she's looking at the doctor's name. I said, "Yeah, I didn't know who that doctor was either until my son was born, because that was his pediatrician."
They assigned
unless
him
there's
a
so I got
pediatrician
assigned
as a primary.
pediatrician. It's printed on my insurance card. So I'm like, she's like, well, you'll have to call. She's like, well, we can do one of two things. You could pay out of pocket, and then when you get your referral, you'll be reimbursed from the insurance company. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be reimbursed. What's out of pocket? She's like, $380 something bucks. I'm like, not.
You're like, how hard do you have to
chance.
work to get money from
And
insurance?
I said, so you're exactly me because I go, insurance companies don't give back money. Do you know how hard it is to get money
guys
back?
have a
from-
billing
Are you
department to do this
kidding me?
fighting.
So I'm like, all right. No, I'm not doing that. I'll call my insurance. So I call my insurance, and I'm like, hey, listen, I'm in this office, and they tell me I need a referral. And she's like, yes, you're in a gated plan, so you need a referral. First of all, I knew it was going to be a bad phone call because I called the insurance person, right? So you know how everybody's on a script. So she
Can I
goes,
talk to a person that knows the job
so
already?
she goes like this. She goes like this, right? She goes, hi, and how are you? Oh, no. Right? And I go, I've been better. Like that, right? Because now I'm a half an hour into this visit and I've seen nobody. So she goes, wonderful. And I'm like,
What?
so
Are you listening to
I
me?
audibly chuckle. I go, oh, that's wonderful? Okay.
I know where this is going.
So I'm like, this is not going to go anywhere. So I'm
Instead of
explaining.
saying, "So sorry to hear that, how can I help you?"
But here's how they describe themselves now. So it's not an agent. It's not a this. It's not a that. I'll be your advocate today. So I'm like, oh, you're my advocate
Do I
today.
need an advocate? Like,
So I'm
you're the
like-
insurance company.
I'm like, so they're telling me I need a referral. I got to do this. I got to do that. And she's like,
how could they have not let you know this ahead of time?
so
it doesn't say it on the card.
Exactly. So
That's
I'm
what
like,
Kelsey said.
I'm like, okay. They're telling me this, that, and they're like, oh yes, well, it would appear so. And I'm like, well, can you do something about this? And she's like, well, no. I was like, but you're my advocate. Can you advocate for me? Like, is there anything you can do? And she's sticking to the script and saying exactly what but she's like repeating things. And I'm like, hold, could you stop for 2 seconds and just be a human being? Like, just
Just talk to me.
just
talk to
and
me.
Listen to what I'm saying. She's like, the best I could do is I can send you a list of primaries for you to visit. So I'm like, so I have to go find another doctor.
And you'll have to pay for an appointment because they
And I'll
need to
have
know
to
who you
pay.
are.
I'll have to do a copay. I'll have to do the whole nine. So I'm like, okay, send me the list, I guess, if that's the best you can do. So she emails me a list. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So they're not seeing me. She's like, we'll get you in as soon as we can when you get it. When you get her first, I was like, okay, thank you. So that was an hour that office. I get home, my mom was watching Declan, and she's like, "Oh, how'd it go?" I was like, "I don't know, see anybody." She's like, "What?" So as soon as I get home, I call. I open the email, I look at the list. The first 2 pages of this 90-something page PDF are pediatricians.
Why didn't they just send you by zip code, by doctor type?
Right?
And then you're going to have 3 pages of doctors within
I
10
don't
to 20 minutes
know.
of your
So I end up picking a doctor, call, and they get me in for an appointment on Wednesday.
pediatrician.
No, primary.
Tell them I
Primary-
like cherry lollipops.
primary-
Sitting in the little chair.
right next to Master Bynes' school.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So I'm like, cool.
I didn't get the phone call. You didn't come see me. Whatever.
So, no, I didn't. So I go to the primary, and I'm like, all right, $50 copay. Let me do my thing here. So,
Don't do anything but give me a piece of paper.
so when I called and made the appointment, I was like, listen, I'm making an appointment with you because I need a referral to go
Did
see
he
somebody
try
else.
to give you the old turn your head and cough?
No. So I'm like, well, I told her on the phone, I'm like, listen, I'm just coming in because I need a referral to go see.
I feel fine. I don't need a
The joke of
physical.
this is all is basically I need a permission slip to go see. Like, I'm like, what am I too dumb to know my shoulder hurts? I need you to tell me my shoulder hurts so I can go see this guy.
I've never understood the
It's
referral
ridiculous.
program. Like, I don't understand.
Well,
It's
it's
ridiculous.
It's a
'cause they're-
scam.
They're all on the same network, so you get $50 for me. So
That's
you
what I'm
get-
saying. It's a scam.
It's a
There's no
scam.
reason for a referral. If I didn't know where to go, I should be smart enough to say, I got to talk to my doctor. That's a referral.
Yes.
I need the doctor to tell me where to go.
Well,
but
that's-
if I can figure it out on my own,
Well, that's
then
why
why
I'm
the
like-
heck do I need
I'm
the
like,
doctor for?
Am I so dumb that I don't know my shoulder hurts? I don't know. This hurts. Who should I see? It's like I need a permission slip. So, like, does my mommy have to sign it? How's this work? I gotta like, it's ridiculous.
I'm going to go see the doctor.
So-
He's going to tell me, go to the hospital, go see a specialist.
So,
This gets
Thanks
better.
for that.
So I go to the I go to the pediatrician. I go to the primary. I like the office staff. The gentleman's your standard cookie cutter doctor that like no personality, like zero personality, just like, and what brings you in today? And it's like, my shoulder. I think I did this. And he goes,
Are you in network? Good.
so
okay,
he
you're
doesn't
fine.
ask me. He's like,
Check
he's
out.
like, And how do you think you tore this? I said, I don't know. I do a lot of things. I'm pretty active. Okay. No follow-up question. No.
Good enough for me.
Whatever. So he's
Well,
like,
I mean, he did schedule the appointment just
Well,
for.
to
So
be
he
honest,
does-
he did turn down the detective job for
he
a doctor's
does.
role. So
He does a couple of tests. He's like, you probably have a small tear in your rotator cuff. You should see an orthopedic. I was like, yes, I
Thank you so
do-
much, doctor.
I do believe I
The
knew
referral,
that.
please.
I was like, can you get me a referral? And then I was like,
you're
I want
welcome
to
for the
see-
confirmation. That'll be $50.
So then I'm like, I did want to see a dermatologist, so I did have forethought. I'm like, hey, that's probably a specialist. Hey, can I get a note for that too? He's like, yes. I'm like, okay, because now I'm collecting notes. I'm getting permission slips. Let's get it all signed. I go to,
get one for
I wanna go on-
just give me 15 and leave
Listen.
the referring to
Listen, I'm
empty,
going on-
and I'll fill it in.
I'm going on every class trip I can get. So give me my permission slips. So
I'm going
And I
to
also
New
get
York.
a hall pass for the
I'm
bathroom.
going to
So-
the old military base.
so
I'm
they
going-
write it. They write it.
I'm going
they
to
write
the
it
farm.
up.
I'm going everywhere.
They draft it up. I go to the front desk, and she's like, okay, $50 copay, done. Here's your, if you could, we have to electronically send the referral over too. So I have the paper referral, but they also have to electronically send my referral over. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. She's like, all right, so we'll do that, take care of it, whatever. So I get back in my car, I start driving home. I'm about 3 minutes down the road, but they called me.
The doctor. Okay. This same one, like your main doctor, your main doctor.
This is my new primary.
Okay.
You have to call the insurance company and add us as your new primary. Until then, we can't send the electronic.
Why
referral.
can't they call?
I don't know, because nobody does anything. So I'm like, okay, I'll call, no problem. So I get home, call insurance. I'm like,
Did
hey.
your advocate answer?
So I get a new advocate. I get a new. They all call themselves advocates. I don't think they know what the word means, but
Probably not.
I do not think that means what you think it means. Like I keep thinking of like Princess Bride. Like you
exactly.
keep using that word. I don't think it means.
I don't think it means.
You think it
this.
means.
think it
I don't think
means.
you know what you think. I don't
So,
think it means what you think it
hi,
means.
I'll be your advocate today. I was like, hey, listen, this is my situation. I wanted to get a referral, so I have to add this person as my primary. And then she says, you don't need a referral to see a specialist. So I'm like, what?
I just
She's
shook my
so she
imaginary
goes-
hair loose.
So she goes, you're in a non-gated plan. You don't need a referral. I went, interesting. And you're sure on this? He goes, oh, absolutely. I'll put it in your notes too.
Wait, can you look at my notes? Because your
So I'm
previous
like-
advocate said the opposite
So that's
of what you just said.
That's exactly what I said. I just talked to somebody the other day. They told me I needed one. I don't know what they were
And so
doing.
did the doctor's office.
I don't know what they were saying. Maybe that's a policy for the doctor's office. But no, you don't need it. You're in a non-gated. So I'm like, ugh. So I hang up the phone. I call Brielle. I call the orthopedic. I'm like, hey, listen, I just got off the phone with my insurance, and they said I don't need a referral. And they're like, no, you need a referral. And I'm like,
Maybe you call
I was
my
like-
insurance
I was
company.
like, listen, I got a referral. I'm just a little upset because like I could have already had most of this done with already. And like there was like 5 people there, and like I'm still the guy calling the insurance, blah blah blah. Like it's a little upsetting, right? I'm a little bit agitated. Okay.
I can
Doing
imagine.
better than me right now.
So they're like, okay, no problem. We'll have somebody call you back. So I hang up the phone, and about 3 minutes later, the office manager calls me back, and I already hate this woman. So I'm a little upset. So she comes in with her very matter of fact tone, and she's like, "So what's what's this? We need
What's the problem?
we need." You need a referral, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, not according to my insurance company. And I don't understand why, number one, when I first called, nobody asked me for a referral. Nobody said, hey, make sure you bring your referral to your appointment.
Doesn't say it on your website anywhere.
Nobody said anything like that to me. You guys have my insurance on file. So
and I've seen you already before.
So I don't, and like, and I
This
remembered
insurance.
what happened. So the first time I saw this doctor, I didn't have a referral. He kind of fudged it. That's how it's a doctor I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I'm
Here's
like,
the question: do you need it or not?
I'm getting there. So I'm like,
almost
so I'm a little agitated, so she comes back with, so this is what sets me off. He uses a you statement. Now, anybody that does, you're very familiar, Nick, because you do this. She goes, well, we see hundreds of patients here, and, it's not our job to deal with the insurances. You have to know your insurance. And the way she said it, just like that, set me off. So I went, as a matter of fact, I did know my insurance because I told you I need a referral. And here we are. So how do you not have, like, there was 5 ladies there sitting, kibitzing at the desk, not really doing much of anything as I was there. And believe me, I was sitting there watching the office staff. None of that was going on. I'm like, so you don't have one person that's job is to deal with insurance? Oh, you should tell that to corporate. But no, it's really
So do I need the 3-way you guys
So I'm
together?
like-
Because you obviously don't believe. So calling
I'm
my
like-
insurance
I'm
isn't
like-
enough
Oh my God.
because you don't believe
So
me.
I'm like, whatever the case, I do have the referral. She's like, well, I understand both sides. It's like, yeah, I understand both sides too. I'm just letting you know. Maybe when somebody calls to make an appointment, you should remind them to bring their referral if they need
if you
one.
need one, yeah.
Good Lord. So whatever. She's like, well, it says it right on your card that you need one. I said, okay, let me take a look. And it says right on my card that I need a referral. So I'm like, I'm not there yet. So I'm
It
like,
gets better.
I'm like, all right, interesting. And I'm gonna look further into this. So I hang up the phone.
Now you got to call the insurance company back.
Yes.
Now I call the insurance
Third
company
advocate.
back. So I look. I'm like, okay, this is an older insurance card that they have. Let me look at my new one that was printed on March 18th, 2025.
Then that's gone now.
Nope, I have that card, and it says I need a referral.
Okay.
So I call insurance again, and I get a new advocate.
Number 3.
And she goes, I explain my situation. She goes, yeah, no, you're in a non-gated plan who do not need a referral. And I say, but the card I hold in my hand says I need a referral. And that's what the office was going by. And she goes, when was the card printed? No, actually, she goes, do you have our app? And I'm like,
I have the card. They just sent me. It's real.
This is our generation.
It's a
so I'm like,
card.
I'm like, the app. I'm holding the card in my hand. It was printed March 18th. It's
This year.
It's April 1st. What is this, April Fool's? What are we talking about here?
It would have been so funny.
So-
it actually was.
so-
Imagine if they said April Fools.
She's like,
Check your envelope.
so she goes,
it's in the
well,
mail.
well, she goes, when was the card printed? So
I know?
it says it on the card. So I flip it over and it says, well, it says it was printed on March 18th. And she goes, oh, yes. We printed a new one on March 27th. And I went,
Who would have expected that, though?
I'm like, it's in
You
transit.
get one a year.
It's in transit now. I said, wait a minute. So you print? I just got one. And it was printed on March 18th, and now you're sending me another one? Well, if you have our app, you have the most up-to-date card right on the screen.
He's right, because I have the
So,
app.
Did you tell her?
So-
currently, I'm getting a migraine.
so
What do you need a referral for that?
Apparently,
Get a referral.
Apparently, when the plan renewed, they changed some of the guidelines within the plan so that you no longer need a referral. So
So your last advocate
So-
was correct. Number 2.
So she goes, oh. So I'm like, great. So I actually didn't need a referral. And she goes, oh, by the way, you get an annual checkup for free with your primary. And I went, I just saw a primary and I paid a copay. And she goes, oh, well, we'll have to work on getting you a reimbursement.
Thank you.
I'm like, oh, man. So
Can't wait.
So I'm recounting the story.
I won't
to
hold my
Steve,
breath.
And I get to, and then they asked me if I had an app. And this is, generationally. So he goes, of course, and Tino over here goes, yeah, man. And he pulls, I got the app right here. I'm like, the generations. So I still don't have my new insurance card.
I downloaded the app
I
the
still have
day
the
that
new
you got
insurance
it.
card on the way, but I have the app.
Good. You got the. Is it right on the app?
It's
It
correct.
is. It's
There is
right on
no
the app.
referral needed.
Wow.
So the hoops I have jumped
So my
through.
question is, whatever? Basically, who really messed you up here? Obviously, the card delay, but your first advocate.
Right. If my first advocate had done a little bit more research, I could have gotten.
Yeah, if your first advocate wasn't like, "Welcome, David. Thank you for calling us in. I,
My first
Christine,
advocate
am your advocate."
is
Literally
your
was
day
not
going?
listening to a
Terrible.
word I was saying.
Yeah.
Right, and I knew it
Wonderful.
right from the get go when I was like, with that, where she's like, I'm like, I've been better. Wonderful. I was like, oh
Wonderful.
my god.
Here
we
we go
go.
to hear the
Oh, my
success of your
God.
day,
So
sir.
we got the automated advocate.
I was like, is this AI? What's going on here?
Imagine.
So the long and short of it is,
testing it.
now I have paper referrals. Oh, it gets better. I got paper referrals to go see this my doctor on Monday to go see the shoulder specialist.
It's like I don't need these, but you're taking them.
So I get
you're taking
I
this
get
far
a
out.
call today.
They change the policy again.
Oh, no. They had
They
to leave a
canceled your
voicemail.
insurance.
So for my new primary, hi David, this is Audrey from your primary care doctor. I'll just give a call back. So I was trying to put the referral through for your health care insurance online, doctor, but they're saying that it hasn't been added as my primary care physician yet. 2 phone calls, and they still haven't added me. And this
Can you
is
do it in the
why-
app?
I
You
don't
add
know.
it
I should
yourself?
probably look into it in the app.
Add it
can't
yourself.
do it in the app. I'm pretty
This is why people hate insurance companies.
No, I hate phony.
Oh, my
and I
God.
listen, and I know both sides because I work for a big company who has a very extensive service department who does a great job, but everyone has their days. And it's difficult to navigate on their end, but it's difficult to navigate on the end of customers. I'm not saying my company, but I'm saying in general.
Yeah, no, in
whenever
general.
you got to, the training on these isn't long enough because there's so many nuances. But in your scenario, that is in my opinion, that's like the top 20 things you're going to get asked is, do I need a referral or not? Not the top 5, right? That's a common thing that's
And
going to
I
probably
didn't
come
even
your
think
way.
to ask that
You
because
should
I
know
didn't
that
have
pretty
it the
quick.
first time.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like,
Now I'm gonna
so-
look at my card.
And then they
I
go
don't
again.
need it, but I'm
So then
wondering
they
if
go
it's
they go
like an
again.
old one.
They're like,
I never
so
really needed it.
what I left out was the first time at the doctor's office, the Brielle lady. She was also like, well, you also had a referral for a broken foot this day. I said, no, I didn't have a referral for that either. And she's like, oh yes, you did. It was Dr. So and so. I said, again, I have no idea who that is. I didn't even make the appointment when I broke my foot. Do you remember when I broke my toe?
Yes.
One of the parents at the school made the appointment for me. I wasn't going to see anybody, remember? And one of the moms who works at the place was like, she came in and she's like, hey, here's your appointment. So I had no referral then either.
Yours says it in like the top corner. It said it. Where do you?
It says
It'll say
no referrals
non-gated.
needed. Is like the
It
it's
has
almost
no
the bottom,
referral
right?
needed. You're on the bottom.
on the
So-
bottom, it say it.
so-
Okay.
Or maybe it says somewhere on the
Yeah,
back.
your card's different
It'll
from
say
ours.
non-gated, no referrals needed.
Got it.
Somewhere on here.
Somewhere on there, I'll say it.
Blur that out so no one has my insurance information.
They didn't see it.
Just kidding.
Yeah, so that was my
I'll
insurance.
blur it
debacle.
out for you,
So,
too.
but meanwhile,
Thanks, Steve.
as this is all going on, I've been doing a little bit of rehab, and my shoulder's getting like I went from not being able to move it at all to like almost the full range of
Basically,
motion.
they dragged you around long enough for you to fix yourself.
I
They're
mean,
like,
it's still,
we just
it's
hoped
still,
you'd take care of it.
It's still, I still
I'm
can't
good.
like reach it across
I
the
don't
touch
need
of my
you
armpit
anymore.
hurts. Like on the, but I went from literally that Sunday not being able to move it to like I have a pretty good range of motion right now where I'm like, I could just go see a PT now because I don't need referrals anymore. So
Do it. Do it.
So I'm still gonna go see the main doctor and see if maybe I need a cortisone shot or something.
Well, I'll tell you, Izzy's been doing the acupuncture. It's a game changer. I know it's, Eastern medicine kind of approach.
Yeah,
But
my buddy Chunk's an
it
acupuncturist.
really,
What's she doing for her knee?
for her knee and the migraines.
Knee overdose.
And the migraines.
Well, my buddy, Chung, buddy Chung, he's
you
an
should go.
acupuncturist.
You should go see Chung.
No.
Try it on your shoulder
I remember
before
when he
you
was-
do the
so-
shots.
I remember when he was at acupuncture school and he needed people to practice on.
You're like, thanks.
He doesn't like needles.
Scott did it.
Oh, I forgot Dave doesn't like needles. But yeah, but if you're gonna get the cortisone shot, that's way worse than the acupuncture.
He
So-
doesn't have to look at that though.
If I get
Acupuncture's
it.
awful.
First of all, if I get it.
Have you gotten it before?
I got it in this shoulder. I got it in the right shoulder. And I'll tell you, that's why I like Stamos. Because remember I told you we had a half an hour discussion about whether or not I was going to do the cortisone shot. He said, don't look at it. I said, okay. And he goes, I was like, how many of these? He goes, oh, I do hundreds of these. I'm fine. Legitimately, it was not bad at all. Like the cortisone shot in the shoulder was
No,
not bad.
mine in the shoulder was rough.
Was
I
it?
had it done before the second degree, I think it was. Yeah, second degree test. And yeah, because he had to move it around a little, and I felt it. And here's the crazy thing: the after it took 2 weeks for me to feel the benefit, but the test was in a week. So when I was in the test, I had Jay. I was grappling with him and literally holding Jay up. My arm just gave out.
Yeah.
And he's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I just tucked my arm in my
again-
gi. I'm like, dude, we're gonna one arm grapple.
again,
Just do
this
your
is-
thing. You're my opponent. You got to fight.
This
Let's go.
is why,
And I had to wait for my arm to kind of like figure
legitimately-
it was still there.
when Stamos did the shot, I didn't really feel. I felt the shot a little bit, but honestly, I was like, wow, I thought that was going to be way worse than
But
it was.
I've never had a reoccurrence though. My shoulder's been great since then. So I had
Yeah.
it done oh my God, 10 years ago. I've never had to go back for another shot.
Yeah, so yeah. So we'll see what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, and this
So
one.
you actually, after all this, did you see the doctor?
No,
Monday
Monday.
he's going.
We go this Monday.
So tomorrow.
But like I said,
We'll get back to you
and
guys.
I may not
to
even.
let you know
I
if
may not
Dave
even
actually
at
went
this
to see
point.
the doctor.
I may-
Exactly. What the real problem? He needs
Following
he needs
Dave's doctor
He
journey.
needs a referral again.
At this point, I may not even get the cortisone shot if they recommend. If they're like, "Hey, we give you a cortisone shot," I may just go, you know what? I think I'm just gonna do the PT.
You know what it
'Cause
is?
It does not hurt.
You know what it is?
What is it?
So those doctors were talking to another doctor, and she said, there's this one guy that
Yeah,
just
I
knocked
know.
over all these vials of blood.
Right,
when he
yeah.
was here.
Oh,
This guy right here is
has a-
bald, man.
and he has
It's like, was he bald?
he has the Batman graspy voice.
So
It's the same guy, and they're doing this all just to mess with
when
him.
I got
My
the
bad,
cortisone,
my bad.
when I got the cortisone
Batman
shot
out.
in this shoulder hurt a lot. I had a lot less range of motion than I do in this one. So I'm like, if I absolutely don't need a cortisone shot, I'm
if
not gonna
anything,
get
just
it.
to help you get through the Spartan race coming up.
No, I know, but it's always good not if you could get away without it,
That's with any medicine, right? Yeah.
if you could avoid it,
Well,
which I think I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll talk to him.
I think you should ask Kelsey if she has to listen to you whine. You better get it.
I don't really whine though. Here's the trouble. I'm seeing the PA, the physician's assistant, not the doctor, and it's not a shot against PAs, but
Well, they can't do the pain management, so they won't be able to give you the shot.
so it'll be Stamos. Okay, I'll take that, guys.
Yeah, the PA I don't believe can give you the cortisone
I
shot.
think they can.
I don't think so.
Sarah does surgery.
but you can ask. You can ask. Just be like, hey, listen.
Sarah does the
I only want Stamos
surgeries
to do this.
herself.
No, she's in the surgery, so
Yeah.
she could do way more than I.
I don't know if they could. Maybe I could be right. I could be off. So
Well-
she'd be better to ask than me.
Yeah,
think it
well,
might-
either which way, we'll see how it all plays out. But my range of motion keeps getting better and better.
Cool.
So I'm like, all right.
Nice.
I'm also taking BBC 157 peptide.
That sounds like a robot from Star Wars.
It's a peptide for
That's
healing.
good.
So that's been helping.
Gummies or just pill?
No, it's a pill. It's not.
Cool.
I mean, it's a peptide. It's not.
A vitamin. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's comfort mode time.
That's really cool. What?
I think it's comfort mode time.
He's
He's
tired.
falling asleep. The youngest
All
one.
right, let's kick this.
The
crock.
youngest among
It's
us.
literally the next day now. By
Let's
the way.
kick this crock into
Just so you
comfort
know.
mode.
All right.
If you haven't already, like and subscribe.
What he said. And if you haven't already, you should also follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin and Crocs. KICKIN dot
Is he gonna do
in
my part? Is he gonna do my
dot
part
Crocs.
Is he gonna do my part again? No. Is it like he left it for me? CROCS.
The best. Wow, nice of him.
And he already said he took my like and subscribe, so we're just gonna gloss over that. Did you? He did.
That's because he took my.
But if you're listening on audio only,
Paybacks, all Bucks
we
friends.
can't take this away from Nick though. If you're listening on audio only, you should give
5
us
stars.
Plus the ones in the comments.
more stars.
So as many stars as possible. But we would
stars.
love for you to listen to this, share this, comment. What would you like us to talk about? If there's something specific, a topic that you guys want to hear about, like a topic that you guys want us to discuss, would love to hear.
Yes, please. We want to hear those things. Well, until next time, I've been Steve.
Always, Dave.
Still Nick?
If you ain't crockin', you ain't rockin'.
I love you from the bottom of my Crocs.
Buonanotte a tutti.
Buona tutte. Tutte verde.
Parmigiano.
What does
Tootsie Roll.
what does tutte verte mean,
I have no idea what he's saying.
Dave?
But he says it every week.
Imagine him saying something horrible.
I
like it's
hope
something
it's not.
so insulting.
A Tootsie Roll.
That's not so bad.
Kelsey, what's tutte verde mean?
She just went.
It doesn't mean anything, does it?
I hope not. If she doesn't know and she speaks Italian and French and English, then it doesn't.
tutte verde.
It's our closest guess.
Although I
It
do,
means nothing.
apparently I say, like I said, something was lacked a certain je ne sais quoi.
Okay.
I don't say that right, apparently.
Oh, how is he supposed to say it? Yeah, but how would you say it? She sounds better. She sounds way better. Sorry.
She puts the accent to it.
She does.
That was
Sorry,
terrible.
they would not
All
allow
right,
you
you
in
stay
France.
kicking internet.
Interesting people while styling while we run it.
I know it's our old one.
Kicking in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.